Today we are crocheting cord in an interesting way. All the different thicknesses have been made exactly in the same way, and they only use single crochets. So it's a very easy project. And the different weights come from changing all different kinds of yarns. And like the two last weeks, I'm filming outside in Belfast, Northern Ireland. This cord is similar to what is called Romanian cord, but this here is a bit sturdier and more rounded. I have made samples in different types of yarns. This here is slightly shiny cotton. This one is merino wool, used double. And this here thick one is office string, used double. You can see here at the end. And it actually looks quite a bit like macrame cord. So you could make this also using macrame yarn if you have some. This here is already sturdy enough that it would work great as a strap for a bag or a belt. And then I even tried out what it looks like using this here raffia that you get for gift wrapping. This here one turns out slightly flatter, just the way the raffia cord behaves as you work. This isn't very easy to work with because it's so hard and doesn't stretch at all. But it does make a nice cord, for instance, for gift wrapping. So let's see how we make it. Choose a yarn, that hook that go together. My hook is actually slightly too big for this yarn, but it can be easier to work when it's like that. So just a slip knot and chain 2 to start. I do know that I said that it's only single crochets, but to start with we have 2 chains, and after that only single crochets. And then we make 2 single crochets in the first one of those. So the second one from the hook. 2 single crochets. And now turn this. And this very first one is slightly different from all the rest. You need 2 loops on your hook. Take the side of the stitch that you have there, that there, and the side of the other stitch there. So it looks like this at first. And take the yarn and pull through these 2 loops, but not the loop on your hook. Can be hard. Like this here. And then finish off the single crochet by pulling through both of them. And then turn again. Always turn this way. And from now on we will work always the same way. This here V that has just been formed, we don't touch that, but at the end of it there are 2 loops, this one and that one. So you insert the hook through both of them. First this, and then right in front of it there's another one, like that. And then yarn through those 2, like that, and then yarn through both. So finishing off the single crochet. And then we turn again. And now that we are starting to go forward, these 2 loops settle closer together so they are easy to find. So we never touch this here side of the actual stitch we just made, but these ones that it sort of points to at the end of this here V. So yarn through both of them, that one and that one. And right through this, try not to crochet too tight or it's hard to get those, especially if you're using thick cord instead of wool. And then again here. And turn, and again these 2 here. And turn, and these 2 loops. So this is simply what you keep going until your cord is long enough. Always turn and take the 2 loops, which is what makes it sort of a rounded and a bit sturdy. I'll work on a bit. You might be thinking what you can use crochet cords for. So I wrote a long list of what you can use them for. Plain, too noisy. So you can use them as all sorts of hanging loops, for gift wrapping, You can make keychains, key rings. They can be borders or decorative ribbons on any kind of items. And straps for bags, purses, pouches, clothes, anything like that. And drawstrings. And if you make them in glitter, it can even be just a necklace. You know, if you use several glitter yarns and maybe add beads. And then if you're making garlands for parties or Christmas or whatever, these cords are ideal for attaching those. And of course I have used a lot of these in various yarn bombs that I'm often involved in. And then you can create shapes with them on, especially on baby blankets, but on anything, household items like cushions, like shape them like flowers or animals or just zigzagging or something. And then if you make it in 100% non-treated wool, then you can also felt them. And then as edging for a whole lot of different things like garments, accessories, blankets, cushions, like piping for cushions and so on. And then if you start thinking of weaving these like in a basket weave, like weaving them together in whatever way, then there's a whole lot of more what you can do with them. This cord is now a bit longer, and then I'll just continue until the cord is long enough. Write in the comments what you would use this cord for. I'm sure there are ideas for using cords that I haven't thought of at all. Till next time. And I will continue exploring Ireland